It's a very special 3-blend mice day, so don't go away. Hello everyone and welcome to Fat Guy Productions. I am Paul, coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Today indeed is a very special 3-blind mice build. This build is being hosted by our first ever guest mouse, Harolyn of Geauxbear's Diecast workshop. It should be a lot of fun, so let's crack on. So Harolyn picked the Hot Wheels 1970 Monte Carlo for this special build, and it's a car that should offer builders a lot of opportunity to stretch their wings, so to speak. As always, I'll drill out the posts, and with the help of my tiny screwdriver, I'll pop the casting apart. The car, of course, has a base, body, glass, interior, and it has the requisite ugly wheels. I already have a plan for this casting in mind, so I can push forward pretty confident. So I'm going to prep the posts, and then it's off to the goo. Into the warm liquid goo goes this casting, and I'll leave the car to steep for about 24 hours. It could come out earlier, but honestly, I feel a nap calling my name. So, with a refreshing nap under my belt, I can pluck the body from the goo, give it a wash, and then take a look at what I have to work with. The casting is actually pretty decent, and I'm going to go opaque with it, so I really just need to dry it and clean it before paint. Now at my paint booth, I will coat the body with some Tamiya Fine primer. This stuff is magic. It's worth every penny if you ask me. Once the primer is dry, I'll start to lay down the Tamiya Gloss Red paint. After all, unless you're doing lowrider here, There really is only one color this car can be. Red, right? Damn right. I wanted to get this car painted early so it had plenty of time to dry, as I plan to stripe this car. So it's got its paint and it's off to the heat lamp, and I'll keep myself busy by working on the base. I've found that wheel swaps on these plastic bases are super easy to do, unless you're doing something super radical. I'll start by cutting the single tab off that holds the axle on, leaving the pair of tabs on the other side of the axle. This leaves me enough room to pop the original axle off and still have enough meat left to hold the new axles in. With a very small round file, I'll slightly widen the tunnels that the axle sits in, and now I can add new wheels. The car will feature red lines on the tires and stock-looking wheels. Once fitted on, I'll break out some Tamiya panel liner to bring out some details in both the wheels and the base, and then I'll let that sit to dry. Now, in Adobe Illustrator, I'll design some dual white stripes and do a few sets of prints on plain paper so I can check the fit. I'll cut one set out that I think will be right, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Perfect. So, now that I'm happy, I'll print out the real deal on my laser with the Ghost White toner. I do plan to double up the stripes for a more opaque white, so I'm going to be sure to print lots of extras. I'll lay down the first set of stripes and let them completely dry before repeating the process. Trust me, the double decals, it really makes a huge difference. Well, nothing ever seems to just go 100% perfectly. Disaster Well, it's about to happen. The decals are nice and dry, so I'm finally going to add the clear coat. I spray the clear, and I'm going to let the car sit overnight. The next morning, I move the car to the heat lamp just to be positive that the clear is totally cured. But when I go back to get it, to my horror, when I do grab it, I see the car has fisheyes all over it. Damn it! My first thought was that the decals were still damp, but no, that doesn't make any sense. The paint has fisheyes in areas where there are no decals, so I have no idea what happened. All I know is I've got to fix it. So I have no choice. I'm going to have to wet sand the body. So I break out some sanding sponges and I give the car another couple coats of clear, and it eventually saves the day. Still, what a pain. So, all that is left is to put this little sucker back together and boom, done. Done and looking great. Well, there you have it, my 1970 Monte Carlo, and I think it came out great despite the hiccups I had with the paint, and I hope you agree. If you do, please give this video a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss one of my 3 Blind Mice builds. If you have any questions or comments, please, as always, leave them down below. Well, that's more than enough fun for one day, so I am going to split. What is there more kindly than the feeling between a host and a guest? Thank you, Harolyn, for being such a great guest. Until next time, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions saying, be good.